Hello everyone, my name is Monserrat and today I will be talking about Nadis and how to clean them and purify them so we can live the best life that we can live. To start with this set of techniques of practices that I want to share with you, we have to start by knowing what are Nadis. Nadi is a Sanskrit word that means channel, and it refers to little channels, not little, but channels of energy running through our body, like flowing like little veins in our inner energetic system that allows prana or life force energy to flow freely through these channels, filling us with this force that just gives us energy. It's prana, is what gives us energy to live, the drive to do things and to keep living and to keep breathing. And we actually absorb prana through our breathing. So I'm gonna be talking about this a little of these practices as well. This is Nadis. It is believed that we have 72,000 Nadis in the human body. There are different streams of philosophy or knowledge or beliefs, and some of them says that it's more, some of them say that it's less, the main ones and stuff, but these are the Nadis, they exist. And the energy flows through them. So it's very important that we have these nadis really clean and pure and unblocked, so the energy can flow free, because otherwise the energy is not going to flow, it's going to be stuck, and we're going to start to develop like issues, emotional issues, physical issues, stress, like it's like with fascia in anatomy, or like when you have a clog in your veins and the blood cannot passed in. It's a huge thing. It's very dangerous. So it's the same with the nadis. We have to take care of it. So these are nadis, and there are three main nadis according to yoga philosophy, the Yoga Dipika. We have three main nadis, two in the sides. The left channel is called Ida Nadi, Ida, that means comfort in Sanskrit, and the right, that is called Pingala Nadi, and I think it means flow in Sanskrit. So Ida and Pingala, and in the center they go like this, and in the center it is believed that is in the hollow of the spine. It's called the main channel, the main nadi. It's called Sushumna Nadi, and it stores Kundalini energy that is dormant in the base of our spine. And once these energies, these two energies, energy from Ida and the energy of Pingala, they go free, they flow free through these both channels, and they start to release energy to the main channel, Sushumna, and the Kundalini start to awake, giving us an evolution, an entire evolution of soul, body, and mind. We start to awaken when Kundalini is awake. So it's really important that these nadis are clean and pure and with the energy like a free highway. It's fast. What do we do for that? So this Ida and Pingala, before that, Ida and Pingala had different characteristics, different faces, different sides, different qualities that brings with that energy, that is believed that brings in each channel. So Ida, that is the left side, the left channel that goes through our left nostril. It is connected to the parasympathetic system, nervous system. That is the system that is more like relax and digest, heal. It's more calm, it cools you down. And in yoga philosophy, the Ida Nadi, that is the left that is related to the left side of our body. It brings the energy of the moon, feminine energy. It's feminine, it's more emotional, it's more calm, it refreshes, it relaxes you, it's more like slowing down. While in the other hand, Pingala, that is the right, is related to the right side of our body and to the sympathetic nervous system. It's a more like active energetic fire. So the sympathetic nervous system physiologically is in charge of the fight and flight response, so prepares our muscles to action, to be quick and like sharp senses, sharp thoughts, everything move. So this is the sympathetic nervous system. And Pingala, in yogic philosophy, kind of this philosophy, it is believed that is connected with the right nostril and with the energy of the sun. This Pingala Nadi, it brings the energy of the sun. It's fire kind of energy. The moon, it's more early kind of energy, and in Pingala Nadi, Ida is more air, and Pingala, it's more fire. It's the energy of the sun. So it's more masculine energy. It's more like hard, potent. I don't know how to say it. The kind of energy. So it gives you action. It gives you the motivation to do some things. To act, not just stay there and relax, but to act, to go forward. But if this is all everything too nice, too good. But what happens if one is blocked? The other one, we're gonna have too much energy of the other one. So if the Pingala Nadi, it's blocked, the energy is not flowing, we're gonna have a lot of energy from the left channel. That's gonna be a lot of feminine energy. So maybe we're gonna feel stuck, like lazy, like too emotional, and that's not good. And in the other side, if the left Nadi, that is Ida Nadi, is blocked, maybe we're gonna have too much of fire, so we're gonna feel anxious, like we can't stop thinking, we can't stop just to relax and to rest, and that's either good. So we have to get a balance. For this, we have some practices. So finally, we get to the practice section. I'm gonna start with telling that the 8 limbs of Patanjali's book, you know, if you read the sutras of the eight limbs, of Patanjali, it's actually says in there that the practice, the 8 limbs is gonna help overall to balance, you know, the energy flow in our body. And how does the energy flows? Through our nadis, so it helps. The first and the second nadis, limbs of Patanjali, of yoga according to Patanjali, are about our thoughts and our behaviors towards the world. So for sure it's very important that we have cleanliness on our thoughts and our words and our heart and our actions. You know, what we eat, what we think, everything matters, and everything is important to get these channels clean. The thoughts are very important. You know, negative thoughts start to just create blockages everywhere, and it's not good. How we behave with other people is also something very important. Be kind, be honest, be content with what you have. And the one that I love, that is in Niyamas, it's Ishwara Pranayama, something like this. Something like this. I can remember the name in Sanskrit, and I forgot my notes, of course. But it's about surrender to the universe, surrender to what it is. And sometimes it's so hard, and we start to like fix in these situations and bad experiences. I'm sorry, it's a train passing. And that we can't actually see beyond, and that also blocks our nadis. So it's very important to surrender to what it is. That doesn't mean that you're not gonna act, but just know that it is like this. And everything happens for a reason. So just be content with what you have and your thoughts and everything. So that's are the first two limbs. The third one is about asanas, and this is going to be a little more specific in terms of what energy if are you feeling that you're lacking. So in terms of kind of asanas, if you feel like you are too active, you're too anxious, the Pingala Nadi, that is the right, is too much. It's too much energy from that side, so you need to like just slow down a little bit. Then I would recommend like some forward folds, hip opener, chest openers as well, and just be there for like a minute, 2 minutes, just rest. Yoga Nidra, restorative yoga, those are very nice for these kind of situations when we feel like this. And if we feel lazy, stuck, like we don't have motivation to go in our days, we can practice some twist or balancing poses. You know, these are more activating poses. And in terms of practices, like the kind of yoga, I would recommend Ashtanga yoga. That is very like, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel the energy just going through your body. Vinyasa yoga as well for me helps a lot. After we have pranayama practices. What kind of pranayama? And in general, hatha yoga helps a lot to balance the energies and both energies, this duality. And so yeah, yoga in general is gonna help you with your nadis. And then pranayama practices, that pranayama for me is something that is really, really helpful. I really, really can feel it that it helps. So if you're feeling lazy, so too much feminine energy, then I would recommend some Bastrika pranayama or Kapalabhati, where you pump air and you start to like get the fire out of your stomach, your third chakra, just pumping. I love that practice. And also Kambaka after it's Antra Kambaka. Antra Kambaka, that is that it's retention after inhalation. For me, it's also very, very useful when I'm feeling lazy. It's like, I don't know why, it just gave me energy. It's like a shot of caffeine in the morning. If you feel anxious and too much, like at the end of a stressful day, your mind is all over the place and you need just to relax and just even release some tension, you can do the cleansing breath. I don't know the name in Sanskrit. That is inhale, hold, and then exhale slowly through your mouth, like getting everything out. Or for this anxiety as well, it can be the circular breathing. I learned that serious. I not learned, but I start to get more into circular breathing a few days ago and a few weeks ago when I met a clairvoyant that told me that some chicks. He told me that that's the kind of breathe that he uses. It's inhale for 5 seconds, then hold for 5 seconds, and then release through your mouth in 5 seconds, but without like squeezing your lips or something. Just like relax mouth, but through your mouth, and do those kind of some rounds of that. That's if you are too anxious and you need to relax. And yeah, and if you want to just work in both sides, because you can't know, or maybe you're very balanced, but this pranayama is a pranayama that you can practice every day of the week. Kapalabhati and Kambaka if you're a beginner or even an intermediate practitioner, it's not recommended to do it every day of the week, 3 days or so, but you have to alternate. But this one that is called Nadis Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing, you can do it always, every day, and it's good to balance both sides. I'm not gonna explain how it goes because it's gonna take some time, but you can look for it. It's alternate nostril breathing, or Nadi Shodhana. And there's different ways to do it, with Kambaka included, or even like Kapalabhati with one nostril. And you can play with it, and it's very nice. And you can feel how you're gonna after be just like calm, good, but also with energy, but in a nice state. And the last one that I'm gonna say, the last practice that I wanna talk, is a meditation practice that I love with my heart. I discovered it last year, and it's very nice. It's a practice that I took from a kind of yoga that is new. It's called Sahaya Yoga. Sahaya Yoga, Sahaja, Sahaya. And I'm repeating because you have to look for it. It's very nice. So Sahaya Yoga, it's kind of yoga that calls upon Kundalini, Mother Kundalini, and ask the energy to clean the blockages and to achieve self-realization. That's the goal of Sahaya Yoga. So this meditation, it has two parts that you can do. First, you call upon Kundalini Yoga and ask to be the master, and place your hands in some part of your body, and then in your head, and you can feel the energy actually a bit like tingling or cold in your palms when you're like this. And after that is the second part that I do recommend, that you can use it by itself. Is it's about using your hands and the element that is related to the Nadi, and to pray to whatever God or whatever entity or whatever thing you believe. I pray to the universe, and even to Pachamama, to Mother Earth, for things, the intention. So you place, to clean the left channel, just a quick review, to clean the left channel, you place your right hand on the earth, and you ask to whatever entity, to Mother Earth, to Pachamama, that all the impurities in my left channel goes to the earth. So that's why you place your hands in the earth or towards the earth, sending all the impurities there. And for the left channel, you place your right hand like this in the air, and you ask that to release the excess of heat, of the excess of energy to the air. I think that's how it is. And it's very nice, and you just meditate in there for a couple of minutes, and it's a 15 minutes meditation, 10 minutes meditation. It's really short, it's very nice. You're gonna feel better, and you can integrate it in your daily practice in the morning along with Nadi Shodhana. You can do this meditation. Is gonna be good for you. So yeah, that was my little talk about nadis and how to clean them and purify them, and just live the best life. We sometimes get blind to the duality of life, to the fire and the cold, to the yin and the yang, to the good and the bad. We get blind and we forget what we really are. So working with nadis and with these practices, it's gonna help you to be balanced, to see this duality, to embrace it, and to keep remembering that that's not you, that you are both, and you have to just live the experience. So it is really helpful to just change the perspective and see a better pictures of everything, and not get blinded or too emotional or too cold or too anxious about things in your life, and just be cool. So yeah, thank you very much for listening, and namaste.